Welcome to Good Night Book with Erica and Nate.
I wouldn't consider that bad. It was just annoying. And I was literally like hiding. I made some decisions that I couldn't have known that I would have regretted later. But one of them was that I got us a hotel room at a hotel in Duluth, which I love, even though it was going to be cold for spring break. But I got us a poolside room for Olive so she could just run out the door and go to the pool. And not realizing that means that there are actually no windows in those rooms. So for a person who, well, they're like, it's a sliding door out to an inner atrium that's pool. So for somebody who is like having to hide in the hotel room the whole time and be sick in a corner, it's pretty miserable. It's like the worst situation.
Mm-hmm. But at least it smells really strong like chlorine.
Right. Yeah, at least there was that. COVID.
You know what I say? Novid. What do you think about that?
That's really good. Yeah. I like it. I want to hear you say it at least 3 times during this particular sesh.
Okay, well, we'll see. I've already forgotten it. So if you want to know the truth of it, do you have any tattoos?
No.
I have one tattoo, and it's the cat in the hat. And the reason I'm bringing it up right now, listeners, is I have a cat in the hat tattoo on my ankle, and I've never read this book, I don't think, which is kind of insane.
It is kind of insane. Mm-hmm.
I also have a Godfather Part 2 tattoo, and trying to think of other things that I have not seen or experienced or whatever. Oh, sex. I have a sex tattoo. Just says sex. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the book we're doing by. This is written by Mr. Seuss, or actually, this is after he went to.
Yeah, he got his degree.
He got his MD, so he's Dr. Seuss MD. And I thought about writing a parody of this book. Do you want to get into it?
Yeah, I do.
Scat in the Hat. That's all it was. I'm sorry that I brought that up so soon. So early in the podcast. I'm really sorry, everybody. Listeners? I'm going to address the listeners a lot today, I feel like.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so do you want to start with our synopses in case you don't know what this book is about? What kind of idiot I had no idea what this book was about?
Oh, that's funny. Well, let's see how we did. Let's see if we would have informed Nate of 2 hours ago.
Okay.
With this. Okay. Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. Some kids get an unexpected babysitter who causes all kinds of trouble. And after the babysitter, otherwise known as the Cat in the Hat, leaves, he has to come back to clean up his terrible mess. And he's sort of a terrible babysitter. I wung it a little bit there. I have to
say, you lost me in the middle. So not so great. And I even have read it now. Okay, here's my synopsis. And written a synopsis. My synopsis is, well, a little bit different. Give me a beat. Just kidding. A show-offy cat tricks his way into a house to play with a couple of kids and a fish. But turns out he's pretty fun, and there's no negative outcome, proving that sometimes tricky strangers are actually just really nice.
I mean, are you being serious?
I
feel like that.
Being serious. I mean, a little bit. I guess that is what.
Did he seem fun?
Did he seem fun to a kid?
Yeah. I couldn't tell if the kids were having fun. Do you think the kids were having fun? It seemed like they were all just constantly stressed.
Yeah, they were anxious about it. I think the fish wasn't helping. I kind of feel like if the fish would have shut the fuck up for a little bit, the kids would have. You know, kids like chaos to a certain degree, or they're drawn to chaos. I don't think they thrive in it, which is why I don't like these books, especially when I read them when I'm an adult now and a parent.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I'm totally on the fish's side.
I know, for sure.
Get these assholes out of... What the fuck?
Who are you? If nobody invited you.
I think my opinion of Cat in the Hat is also tainted. I think of him as just very annoying and very presumptuous. Also like a constant reminder, like a reminder of my bad decisions at 18. Getting that tattoo. That's also what he represents. But like, I'm going to say it again. I said this before and I'll say it again. Real boomer energy here. Like, fuck you. I'm just going to do this. No, I'm fun. You know, no, I'm funny. Come on. It's funny. Or whatever. You know what I mean? What the N-word is funny sometimes or whatever. You know, in the right context.
Yeah, right. Sure. Who wouldn't agree with that?
So, like, that is what it kind of, that guy feels like that to me. And then, like, the promise of coming back in and cleaning it up is also, like, a boomer energy, except that he actually does it.
Yeah. Yeah, like, there's a moment of remorse on his face when they're like, what are we going to do? Just go. Like,
that was my favorite part. I was like, oh, yeah, not smiling now. I'll get out of here. And I was like, why are there pages left? And then he comes in. It reminded me of, do you remember the Happy Birthday book or whatever? Sandra Boynton. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. Yes.
So there's a part in that where, those birthday monsters fuck up the house and then come in as the cleaning crew and clean the house. Do you not
I don't know if we did that book. Did we do that book?
Really? I swear.
Oh, Happy Birthday Mouse.
No, this was a Sandra Boynton joint. No, you're looking at the spreadsheet?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a spreadsheet. I only have spreadsheet right up here. And it's mostly wiggly lines and hash marks.
Oh. How do you get this every time? Oh my, dinosaurs.
Oh, well, maybe we should do that and insert it right before this one.
Okay, let's do it.
And let's record that one right now in the middle of this one. Is that the most efficient way? Because I'm thinking of it, so I just feel like that way I won't forget.
I don't know that.
No, maybe let's do it later.
Okay.
Anyway,
yep.
There's a Boynton joint.
Okay.
That's about this
birthday monsters.
Birthday monsters. What if I imagined all of this?
Well, we're going to find out. This is a good cliffhanger. Should we just end the podcast now and then go
on to season 4?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, everybody, welcome to season 3 of Goodnight Book. We're back after a late spring hiatus, and we've
this is the tie-in to This is the tie-in to COVID, Nate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. This is the COVID. Yeah, it's March. Well, it happens. It's like a 4-year. It's the 4-year anniversary, right? Basically,
yeah.
Like, did you get it on the 4-year anniversary because of that? Because you wanted to celebrate?
I did. I went looking for it.
And actually, do you remember? I think the first thing that got canceled was me coming to visit you.
Yes. Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah, I was in the grocery store. That's when I knew it was serious. Not when the NBA pulled out. Then I was like, "Fuck them." They always babies about everything.
Yeah, yeah. But when Erica cancels on you,
yeah, I was like,
that's right.
I will.
Also, you missed a no-vid opportunity right there. Just saying.
Fuck. That was it? That's what I was supposed to say? Shit. Well, now we end the podcast. Permanently. We'll do a reboot with 2 other hosts.
And then we'll slowly... It's a succession plan of ours.
You know what? Oh, that's what I was going to say. A succession tattoo. I thought of this joke earlier of like what kind of tattoo I would have of something I've never seen that everybody else has. And it was Succession, actually. So thank you for saying that. Got that back. Novid back in the game. Now
do you think I want to stay on this tattoo?
Okay.
Do you think that people have seen Godfather 2? Because you mentioned it specifically. Not The Godfather, but like a lot of people love The Godfather.
Part 2 is better, everybody says.
I don't know. I think that's Empire Strikes Back. You're getting it confused. with the middle Star Wars movie.
I think famously people say
Really?
2 is better. Yeah, I don't know why, because I fell asleep after like 11 minutes of the first one,
Oh, that's funny.
and then the rest of them just played, and it was my only chance.
Yeah, that is. I'm so sorry. I could try to reenact a little bit of it for you.
I did play it right at bedtime. I had a nightcap on and everything. Had some chamomile tea. Slept the whole night.
Like
Woke
that
up.
fucking sleepy time bear?
I was like, I used to work in a restaurant, an Italian restaurant called Sole e Sapori. Maybe you've ever heard of it. Have you heard of that?
I am quite familiar. Yeah.
This was on the east side of Madison, is the one I was at, and we had a guy named Jerry Stuber, he was a very old man who would play music, kind of karaoke style. He would play tapes that had backup tracks, and he would sing like tiny bubbles, stuff like that.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was cute. And then also he would do Kokomo. That was pretty awesome.
That's classic.
And occasionally he would play instruments. He would play like the trumpet now and again. He would also do the Godfather theme, which is a dark. He would put a cool hat on or something and walk around playing the clarinet. I can't remember how it goes right now. Can you?
It's just sort of whiny.
It's like,
I don't know, something kind of.
But I'm thinking of something else. That's
No, that's pretty close though. That's better than what I had.
It goes, Godfather. If I do the words, I can remember it better. It's time for the Godfather, not a grandfather or bio-father. It is time for the Godfather today.
So that's what was going on in your head while he was playing it?
Yeah, no, I would sing that. I would get up. I would have to take a break. Like I'd have to actually go punch out, go over and sing it because that was my time. I would accompany.
Who wouldn't want
Jerry.
that time? I want that time.
But Kokomo would bring the house down, by which I mean no one would react at all, except maybe with surprise and or pity.
That's my favorite Beach Boys song.
Surprise and or pity.
I think that's on
Surprise
Farm
and
Noises or whatever that album was.
That's the parody album to Pet Sounds. Farm Noises. Oh, yeah. If Brian Wilson hears this, he's going to be like, that's what I needed.
It's missing ingredient. This perfect album. Yeah. Really good.
Okay, yeah. So, Kat, what do you think of this book? Did you read that? You have fond memories of it? No, the only fond memory, or the only memory you pointed to,
He's not even in there.
She said that the ring in the tub still haunts her. And there's no tub in here.
No, I think there's a sequel book, and I think it's in that one.
Cat in the Hat.
And I
Part
was
2
like,
this time.
kind of skimming.
The ring in the tub. Cat in the Hat 2 this time. Tub ring.
It's
The tub ring.
oddly haunting to me, but because I was like, what is it? So aside from being able to can't talk about that because it doesn't exist in our world now. But what does, so I was like triggered by a couple of the images. I think the illustrations always kind of got me, in the way that he's like delicately perched on a ball with like the tip fluff of his toe, not even his toe, like the fluffy pointy part of his fur, and then all the like delicate way he holds things. Like I really kind of like liked that. I think I'm not sure what my emotion
like
is.
Visual ASMR.
It is visual.
There is something satisfying about it. I was going to say I've written down here that Dr. Seuss excels at making lists.
Yes.
And like I think visually also. So like stacks of things or like groups of things, piles of things. Like he's good at bringing disparate things together, or like at the end when he returns to when it all is listed out together, it sounds really good. It's almost like this satisfying puzzle you didn't know was a puzzle comes together. Found that pretty satisfying. But I think visually also he's just good at making little details that are disparate stick together.
Yes. Yeah, the same. Did we read Green Eggs and Ham? I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Yeah, that same character quality is there where he's just like randomly throwing in shit to like illustrate it and talk about it. There's a fox in a box. And so his boxes are very similar, I feel like. I was looking at the box and where thing 1 and thing 2 came out. And I was like, oh yeah, that latch. There's like such tactile qualities to these like objects that either they're like you're reading it or you're just inferring it. I don't think he really does like narrate sounds too much, but it just feels very
Creaky.
holistic.
Yeah. There's I agree. I'm not sure what it is about. It's like his use of shapes almost. Like how things are bent. Straight things are kind of bent sometimes.
Yeah, warped and
yeah, maybe he's warped. You know what I mean?
I think we all can agree.
Yeah.
I also really like the red pink polka dot dress. There was something about that dress as a kid that I was really gravitating towards. So it's like they go into the closet and grab her dress. Then I think it like hangs on a kite. So there are these like really interesting details. It might come back in the second book. There's something about that dress. One of the pinks or the reds, everything is rendered in like a shade of pink or red in this book. And so they come back in the second book and cause a stain on a bathtub.
Oh. There's the bathroom stain. Maybe you just imagined that. What if that was just like you daydreamed that?
I know.
Would you be surprised?
No.
Would you like that?
If I daydreamed it?
Do you like that noise, Daddy? He does that a lot. I'm sorry to derail this, but
that's okay.
Adrian he's 2.5, and he will, often at dinner, he will like take a spoon and like rub it against the table, and I'll look at him with like disgust kind of.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, do you like that noise, Dada? Do you like that? Do you like that noise, Dada? No, not really.
Is he doing it to make you?
And then he'll do it a little quieter and say, do you like that noise? And it's like, I guess, by comparison, sure. I feel like he's like negotiating bad noises with me.
That's amazing. That's so cute. He's just trying to get your love, Nate. Show him your love.
Trying to hurt me. Or like he'll poke my eye and be like, do you like that? I didn't like that.
What's the opposite of that, Edie?
I won't poke you in the eye anymore. I said, okay. And he doesn't.
This is good. He's learning.
But he doesn't do it right away. Okay. Anyway.
Do you like this book, and do you think your kids would like this book?
I don't like this book. I think my kids would like this book. But I don't really like The Cat in the Hat. I think part of it is the whole attitude, his whole deal. This like
the boomer,
pushy, cocky, like presumptuous. It's like he's just really presumptuous, and he's like a chaos agent.
Right.
And at first, when I was reading it, I was like, okay, I can get on board if everything goes perfectly, but he blows it. So then it's like, and then he gets all pouty, and then comes back and cleans up. I don't know. Also, that timeline is fucked.
I know. It is really messed up. It really stresses me out. And just like waiting, she's walking in any second.
Her leg is like 8 feet away. I guess maybe she had to stop and talk to the neighbor or something. But show me that, Maybe that's in the director's cut along with the bathtub.
Exactly.
As to the ending, what would you do?
Wait, what would I do? What?
That's the end. If your mom asked you that, or whatever.
Oh. I'm a bad liar. I think we would have gotten caught.
Should we tell her about it? No. I think it's funny how little we actually read passages or words at all from the books or describe any of the pictures.
I know.
I was marveling at that the other day when I was editing an episode. I was like, did we even talk about the book? Anyway, should we tell her about it? Now, what should we do? Well, what would you do if your mother asked you?
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
I'd lie. You went through a lot of trouble there. Like, I'd lie and then, like, don't let the cat in next time.
Right. Exactly.
That's what I feel like. Like, you get. Do you think that goldfish is gonna talk? By the way,
rat him out.
The goldfish thinks that woman is its mom.
Is that what you think?
Huh? Well, the goldfish calls it mother.
Oh.
Wait till mother gets over, and like mother's coming or something.
Sure. Like,
I don't think it is. I don't think that's possible.
I don't think it is either.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think that's possible. The rest of it?
Fine. It's believable.
Yeah, but do you think that there's any chance that this is a boomer response to stranger danger type stuff?
That they were like, no, it's fine.
Yeah. Like, sometimes it's fine. Come on. Loosen up. Because I do feel like there is a real loosen up energy around, like, old men and strangers. And even younger men and children and stuff. Like,
well, they're, like, protesting. Yeah, well, is it the same vein as, like, I don't believe all this PC stuff. I'm just going to keep acting chivalrous towards ladies because that's what they deserve. Like, to paint themselves in a nice light.
But come on, we're having fun. Kids love me.
Yeah.
Which is probably, or might be true. Or they might think you smell weird and they're scared of you.
Yeah.
And you're too
nervous,
stupid
laughing,
to figure it out.
Backing away.
And also, you're holding candy, idiot. Like, a dinosaur could be holding candy and my daughter would go get it out of its mouth.
Out of its sinew dripping mouth.
And then Adrian would cry about not having one. That's their dynamic right now.
Yeah. Well, I would try to lie. I used to think I was a really good liar, but now I'm not so sure.
Agreed. I think I ended up with somebody. I can trick Viv all the time if I want to. But I think she's just really not very observant. I feel like anybody else, if I try to lie to them, they're like, it's a lot of power, it's a lot of responsibility, you know?
Yeah. And then you have to keep up the lie.
She thinks my name is Mitch.
That's really awkward on the birth certificates of your children.
Mm-hmm. Well, Adrian is officially named Mitch Jr. Mitch Adrian Chapel. I like the idea that his name is just Mitch, not Mitchell. Mitch Adrian Chapel. Sounds good. It's a family name.
Well, you know what? Have we talked about your name? Your name being like,
the gift of
could
God.
be Nathan, could be Nathaniel.
But it's not Nathaniel.
I know it's not
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel. Couldn't be. But do we shorten Nathaniel's to Nathan and then again to Nate?
No, Nathaniel's go straight to Nate. I think. I have met a Nathan that is a Nathaniel. Why did he do
Nathaniel just seems like a joke. Like somebody was like, oh, you got a Nathan? I'm going to raise you one for...
Hold on. There's no chance. This is not to make fun of it because I like it. I've had this sort of name in my head for a long time. I met a guy named Tedward.
Oh, my God. I love it.
And it is. It's satisfying for similar, like...
Is it that the parents wanted to call him Teddy and didn't know Theodore was the root?
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe, I don't know. It's also possible that this guy...
Made this up?
Yeah. Let's just say he's really into trees.
Okay.
I don't know. He works in trees somehow. He explained something to me and I didn't understand it because I couldn't stop thinking about his name. Do I have to bleep that or should I change it to... I'm trying to think of an equivalent. Billion. That's just long for
Billiam.
Billiam.
I think what you meant to say is billion.
Okay. Okay, we'll edit that in. Your voice saying it. Why are we talking about this? Wait, what was
weirdly,
yours? What?
Nathaniel. Just that, like, somebody like went up one. They were like, "Oh, you say Nathan, do you?" I'm gonna go Nathaniel. Nathaniel. They shopped it until they got Nathaniel.
Well, I mean, people do treat it like that to me. Even though they know my name is Nathan, they'll, in order to make it comically longer, they'll say Nathaniel. Yeah. Bullshit is what it is. Like how I always call you. I don't have it. I really like charged into it like I had.
You know.
I didn't even charge into it. I like lightly stepped into the room like. I gotta get going. Backing out of the room.
Good to see everyone.
Like Ericabra, maybe, or like.
Oh yeah, Chupacabra, Ericabra,
and Abracadabra. I guess I don't know.
Erica Becca, Erica.
Yeah, Erica Bone. I don't have any names. I don't know. Eric.
I'm trying to think of my Eric Angela, Ericala.
Eric Catherine. Erician. Eric. I got nothing else. Anyway, so Cat in the Hat. What I like about this, one thing I really like about it is it's two pretty easy words.
It is. I can't argue with that.
Martin Short does the voice in the cartoon, and everything about it is so annoying. I like Martin Short, but it definitely represents. You don't like Martin Short?
I love him, but I agree with you on this particular.
It represents a certain type of Martin Short that is Clifford also, maybe, although I have not seen it in a long time, so I can't say for sure. But like, there's a certain. Yeah, there's just a certain type that I hate, and it's all. I think he's playing the character correctly. I think I hate the character, so it's not even a.
He's doing the best he can.
Look, with the material and the direction, I think he's doing great. Look, wish a lot of luck to Martin and all that he does. I think he's in the Murders on the podcast network. I think he's good with that. I like that. Probably. You
do like it.
I do definitely like it. So what were we talking about? I kind of lost it.
Oh, Cat in the Hat. It's really good. Simple words.
Oh yeah.
2 simple words. And
I think it just represents something that's annoying to me. Probably it really has a lot to do with me having a tattoo of it on my leg. Something about that, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Like,
it all comes back to you.
I feel like I should have gotten the fish tattooed on me instead.
Well, okay. Of anybody in this book, who do you relate to the most?
The fish.
Okay. I was going to take the fish out.
Take the fish out of it? Okay.
Yeah.
I answered too fast, though. Okay, then who do I relate to the most? I guess the little boy.
Yeah, he's trying to catch him. He's trying
I guess the little girl.
Just...
I wouldn't be trying to catch shit. I'd be like, I'm nervous. Mom's going to be so mad. That would be like...
So Rob's the boy, and you're the girl.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm cowardly and weak. Like girls.
Like a girl. Yeah.
That's what Erica said. That's just what Erica said.
I did. I said it.
Well, you heard it here first. That's all we have to say about the Cat in the Hat today. If you enjoy the show, please rate and review and tell somebody you like about us. And if you don't like it, then write into Penthouse and say, I never expected this to happen. For a transcript of the episode or any episode, please send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the address you see on your screen, and we will send you back a Penthouse magazine. Until next time, good night, Mush. Good night, creepy old lady. And good night, book.
The end.